was that old, on the Disney Channel, starring Kay and Danielle Panabaker. Read It and Weep. Yeah, this is 80 some minutes long, so it's pretty short. So 84 minutes. So let's get this done now. This was before everything went digital on Disney Plus. Kay doesn't act anymore. She's a zoologist. But she's the cute one. Is it's an alter ego. Her older sister, who I saw at Comic Con a few years ago. Hmm. Now everybody's on the internet. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? I never went up the rope. Fans may know her from the Flash TV show. She was in that for a while. It's a digital journal in a way. Exactly. There's some cute supporting characters in this movie too. Alison Scagliotti, yeah, she was in uh Drake and Josh. I think she's cute. Okay, doesn't everybody want to do that? There's Alexandra Cross. She was in other movies as well. A theater. It's based on a book. How My Private Personal Journal Became a Bestseller, written by a woman. That's not an insult anymore. Hmm. Nice. Then she can make them disappear. There's Jason Dolly. He was in a Sweet Life episode. Jason Dolly was in Core in the House, and I think Good Luck Charlie. Yeah, writing competition. Yeah, he was in High School Musical, the first one, and the third one. He plays the guitar. Comics. This is a very, basic Disney Channel movie, if but it's not a musical. Ralph's Pizza Shack. Ugh, disgusting. Tom Virtue. I don't eat liver. Yeah, pepperoni. Ever heard of that? Why? Yeah, disgusting. Yeah, yeah. I don't eat liver. I have a liver. I don't want to eat it. Oh, oh. Hmm. Is this just in our imagination? Now we have Caitlin Deaver who's gonna keep acting, and she has that. We have her because she's Kate Baker. digital printers. This is Lenny. This is Lenny with a Y, not Lenny like Lenny Loud. Door locked, so nobody bothers me while I do my podcast. It was not Jennifer. I was love to see the soap operas. An environmentalist, a zoologist. She cares about animals. She works at the Disney parks. Something that will not fly today. Half brown, half white. Yeah, with a lot of stuff in the 2000s. It's became she should have paid more attention. Disney Channel movies that we I they only did one movie about someone with autism, and that was Shia LaBeouf, who's already crazy. So autistic was like easy. What was it called? Sessions. Yeah, he did it well, but I wouldn't watch it again because again, I don't want to see movies about that. Just oversell it. Mental disorder is not, or a mental illness is not funny. School from High School Musical 1, because this came out in 2006. She used the same location. Kind of like a journal. Friday was siblings day. Hanging out with my sister. She's not really there, but this is a much better movie than It. It would be a fun kids movie, and it wasn't. About some of the Disney movies that come out in the past 6 years on Disney Channel, yeah, I haven't seen a Disney Channel movie in like 5 years because they're just not good anymore. Now it's just they're sequels to musicals that I didn't care for in the first place, like Zombies and Descendants. I don't watch that. That's not for me. I'm not a girl. I'm not the target audience. I'm male, and I have a niece, but I'm not the target audience. It saves the world. People want to read your personal stories, you know? Why you think Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey became best-selling books? Because these writers wanted it to be to appeal to women. This is why you shouldn't share all your personal information. I'm a writer too. A lot of writers are women. The person that wrote the Hunger Games and Divergent was a woman as well. Two different women. It doesn't bother me. I already reviewed Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and I'm not doing a podcast for that or Spy Kids because they're not really for me. I like Spy Kids too, but most of the Spy Kids movies are not for me. Again, they say write about your personal experiences. Wink, wink. Favorite Nicole Kidman movie? I don't know. Yeah, like the Nerd Kingdom, Comic Con. Hmm. Batman Forever, Bewitched. I didn't see Bewitched. Big Pizza. Twitches. Nicole Kidman's not in Twitches. Hmm. This was not directed by a woman though. Paul Hohen directed it. One of the writers is a woman. That's why there's so many female characters in this. Channel 5 News. See how clean everything is? Yeah. It's definitely not filmed in New York. She's got cute feet. That beautiful hair of hers. I love hair. Hair's everything. Twitches has the Maori twins, yeah. Jennifer Robertson, not Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman never did a Disney Channel movie. I don't even think she ever worked for Disney. It's 9 o'clock already. At least he's not an idiot like he is in Cory in the House. It was too much. They made him a dumb blonde, and that was like aggravating, so aggravating. Because he wasn't just that. He just wasn't a ditzy. He was a complete moron. At least Lenny Loud has some, fashion tips, and she's cute. She wasn't a complete idiot. the same year as High School Musical. So it was Cowbells and Cheetah Girls 2, but I hated Cheetah Girls 2. It was easily the worst of that year because the first one was fine, but the sequel just was not. You could feel the tension between the cast, and it hurt the movie. Jeff Line, that's New York. They like her face. Or little giant whales. Disney Channel movies used to take risks. Now they don't. Now they're the exact same movies. Actors dancing, even though Disney should know that doesn't solve all your problems. No, too much spam here. Went up to them and said hi. We have Spotify digitally now.
See, people want status symbols instead of just knowing who you are as a person. You, I can't wait to see Caitlin Deaver in Godzilla and Kong next year, Supernova. She's going to be sexualized. I'm like, I need something to look at for the 2 hours, guys, because all these movies had barely had any girls I looked at. I mean, movie had what? Rebecca Cough Medicine and that little girl. Yeah, not for me. Gonzalez in Godzilla and Kong, but she dies. That's a queen. Right. Guy of the movie. See Caitlin Deaver on the big screen. Because again, it came out right after Endgame, so it didn't stand a chance. Some money, but it didn't make like so everybody's quiet. They're just staring at each other. Say something. of the movie, they got seaweed on the pizza. Leaves all over the floor. There's no non-binaries here. She's changing. What happens when people get a status? They forget about the little people. Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It's to power Jamie's status. See, it's the daughter that's. This is this is before people were glued to their phones. When people know that it's about that the characters are based on them, they get upset about it. Yeah, I think that will be upsetting to people. They don't want to be written about. Of course. Her best friends. Her real friends that like her for her, not her status symbol. He's on hold. Life doesn't have a hold button. You should have just went to her house. Poor Connor. I'm a real man. I talk to a woman in person because it works. You just have to open your mouth. See, she disappeared. That's what happens when people get famous. They forget the little people or their relatives. Poor Connor. He's not talking to you. You're an imaginary character. Yeah, Daniela's just in the background because she's not real. Her character's not real. I know. Priorities, people. You can't abandon people that care about you. That's when you're all alone. It happens to all these celebrities. It's always about them and not about other people. Yeah, you can't please everybody. I know that for sure. So do I. She's acting with her on camera, but she's not really there. So the American flag. And these girls can act. See, they're not acting like nowadays they have to try to oversell a Disney Channel movie. They have to be goofy and weird and not human. I'm like, yeah, guys, people like relatability. We can't relate to zombies and villain characters. We just can't. That's why I didn't see Descendants because it's not for me. The girls are cute in it, but they're not for me. The movies are not for me because I'm not a girl. I like musicals. I love Singing in the Rain and Wizard of Oz and High School Musical 3 and Little Shop of Horrors, a remake. But yeah, but if it's too girly, it's not. If it's way too feminized, it's not for me. We know. I like Mean Girls, but that's funny. See, people don't take it well. Man, they fabricated his rule, and people got upset about it. Yeah, I get it, but it comes out. Care about animals. Monroe High School. A wig. Come on. Ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna be trashed. Amy, Caitlin Deaver doesn't write someone trashing me because words hurt. They say that words will never hurt you. Yeah, it will. That's why so many people. I'm not gonna do that. I love life. I love my family. I love my friends. I love doing this for you guys. And this was a rough year for me so far because of this winter. But Mario is making a lot of money, and I'm happy about it. Dreams can come true, guys. Really there. Invisible Sister more than this because it has more heart. Well, she's not an actress anymore, so yeah. A lot of sisters work with each other and brothers. Culkin worked with Macaulay Culkin in the first two Home Alone movies. Just like each other, man. It's like Laura Morano and Vanessa Morano. They look just like each other. Vanessa looks more exotic looking because her hair's darker and she's older. Laura's the cuter one. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on. Pause it here for a second. I can't hold it. If I hold it, I'm gonna explode. Oh, geez,
podcast and I can go about my day. Sorry about that, folks. I just needed a little bathroom break. I was dying. I had some Metamucil last night. Okay. This is almost done, though. I took a little break, but he plays really good. I drink some water. Is basically the villain in this movie. Wow, that hurts. It's like if Luna Loud they told her to stop playing. Words hurt, man. They do. See, Monroe High drama. See, people will turn on you. People don't like to be talked about. And Marco's not the guy she was expecting. Ugh. I really had to go, guys. I couldn't hold it. I thought I could, but I couldn't. It was obvious. It's the same name. It's the same first name and same. Yeah, Mario Galaxy's already beaten some of the Harry Potter movies and Twilight. I'm like, of course it did because it's more popular, and the movie's short. Who knew 98 minutes would be better than 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 20 minutes? Because Chamber of Secrets is too long. Like I saw the movie, the theatrical cut, and I was like, wow, this could have been a bit shorter. Just saying, it's not like the book is 50,000 pages. It's not. It's one. It's the second book in a story. I'm not bashing the movie. It's just that it should have been shorter. That pacing was. A lot. Yep, that dirty table. People are just disgusting sometimes. It's not his. It's Connor's. See, the books aren't sold.
No, they're exploiting her so they could, bring business in. That whale looks nice, and there's no CG in this. Some of these Disney Channel movies now have bad CGI. Excuse me. Let me hold on. I like whales. Seaweed. That's the foreshadowing for the end of the film. People do eat seaweed to make you high. That's what I wanted, people. That's what I wanted. Not a deep, thought-provoking movie. That's not Mario. Sorry. The Nintendo fans want something simple that they can chew on, not something that's going to be overly complicated, guys. We know. He threw his. You saw he destroyed his guitar. Yeah, it's like what happened with Luna Loud. You don't know how it feels. Big in the 2000s before Kanye West got in the way and try to ruin her career. Now she's thriving more than you because people like her. Unlike you, the movie's almost over. You don't know how it feels. No, I hate what you've become. Exactly. A simple little book became a bestseller and it changed her whole life. A friend, Connor, he stood by her even when she was changing.
Just so cute. It's not him. That's when the truth comes out. Again, we know what's going to happen. There is a dance, but there's no singing in this movie. Yeah, again, that could this comes out of nowhere that they lost business because of her. But again, she saves both the whales and her dad's business. Yeah, I'm glad we have Kaylin Deaver because she to me she's a perfect replace. She's a perfect alternative to Kate Banamaker. She really is. She's a great alternative for guys. And Josh, you know it. You know it because she kind of came out of nowhere. Because I didn't see Bad Teacher. I saw her in the Booksmart trailer, and I couldn't move. Beautiful nails. Look at her beautiful curly hair. I would love to meet Caitlin Deaver. Maybe she's going to do a panel. Have a little hope. I do. I just hope her panel's not at like 5 o'clock, like the Invincible one. Green eyes, sparkling lips. I'm a guy. I like doing that. That's a pretty dress. She looks like a princess. Oh shoot! You saw they're wearing a similar dress. Her family, wink, wink. It's pretty meta. Her laptop. She should have like erased it completely. Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, I'll probably do a podcast for that sometime. Yeah, he's too fanboy over the book. No one calls no one calls Stephanie Meyer was it Bella because that's not really her. That's a character she wrote in a book that was not very likable.
At least Jamie is mostly likable in the beginning until she becomes a thing. That whale does look nice. It's made practically. Like I said, there's no CGI in this entire film. A lot of Disney Channel movies had bad CGI. Like the first Descendants, I took one look at that dragon. I'm like, that looks bad. Yeah, I know it's a TV budget, but Game of Thrones dragons look better. And I've seen the clips from that. I'm like, yeah, and it's the same budget. Why would you make a CGI dragon look like a bad PS4 game? He's an idiot. Get it? No, he's not. Yeah, you should be. Again, she's not there. An invisible sister, she's there. It's just that she's invisible. Paris Baroque and Roman Blanchard did it better. That was not a musical. Again, now she wants to be sentient. Miss Hyde. Caitlin is a special girl. It's a nice whale, yeah. We know. Yeah, they booed her. They booed her. But why does she get a mixed reaction? Because again, they didn't like the writer. They didn't like her writing. See, they're booing. People don't like to be treated like crap. That's why some people don't at Comic Con don't get a. They don't have a line. I mean, they did that to Rachel Ziegler last year. I saw her at the basketball game on the Titantron, and she got a mixed reaction. Yeah, people are entitled to their opinion, but they do the same thing with Mario, and it's still making money. So suck on that, haters. Yeah, again, boo. They're jeering. John Cena used to get these reactions because he was playing the same character. That's why people got sick of him. It's not because he couldn't wrestle; it's just that people they wanted some change. But then when he turned heel, then the whale, yeah, yeah, the paper. At least she's being honest. Hmm. Yeah, they're good characters. See, she won the crowd, right? It's an act of friendship, not not lesbianism, no, because that would have been too much. Because Disney tries to preach now that now. Seaweed. No, the whale almost hits people because again, it wasn't secure. It's just seaweed. At least she didn't get hit with the whale. Could have been worse. People could have gotten injured. And she has to run in those shoes, which are hard to run in. They're not running shoes. It's a sweet scene. That's nice. At least he gets his moment with a beautiful girl. There's a song at the end, but it's not a musical though. It's funny because Lenny is not the one that plays the guitar in the Loud House. It's Luna. It's a fun movie. It's on Disney Plus, so you can watch it there. It's uncut too, because sometimes Disney Channel movies are altered. I don't know, or movies on Disney Plus are changed. I don't know why you would change things when it's meant for kids. Mostly, Happy 20th anniversary, Read and Weep. I still like this ending better than Booksmart because Booksmart, the ending is kind of like, we're going to eat pancakes and then the movie's over. I'm like, that's it? I'm like, you could have done something else, guys. Like a hand in the air, like in the Breakfast Club. Just something like that. I just thought the ending was too abrupt. And the Pizza Shack, they go back to it at night. The parents have to have their, redemption story. The Mm. Yeah, he puts the seaweed on it. It has a happy ending, as it should, because you don't want a Disney Channel movie that has a downbeat ending. The seaweed actually tastes good on the pizza, and people they like it. It's a bit salty, but they like. Of course, these are supposed to be teens. They look like 20-year-olds, except for Kay Panabaker. Her and her friends look like they're. It's not. It's not spinach. It's seaweed. It's seaweed. I still prefer the Loud House. No Time to Spy more than this, but that's only because I love the characters more. This has a sweet nature. It's a sweet natured movie. It's not as mean spirited. That's nice. The end. That was Read It and Weep. See, simple story, nothing too complicated, guys. Sometimes I just want to have a fun time. I don't want to be upset. And I'll stop it here because I already heard the song. So thanks for watching, guys, for putting up with me for the past 2 weeks because I did a lot of breaks because this is hard sometimes when it's a whole movie. But this movie was short. It was 84 minutes. It says 90 because I took a 5 minute break to go to the bathroom. But thanks for watching. Be doing Snow White and the Huntsman, just the first one. I'm not doing the mid-full sequel things. Stay tuned for that and many more podcasts in April and May. Yeah.